Hi everyone, it's Mana here. Japan has been boiling every single day this year. Sometimes I think, can we even live on this planet in 10 years? Feels like the earth just won't be able to give us peaceful, nice weather anymore. What about your country? So, anyway, welcome back to my channel. You've probably noticed how crazy fast our world is changing. AI assistants in our pockets, smartphones that do everything but make us coffee, and travel so easy we can hop on a plane, train, or road trip at a moment's notice. Technology has made life super convenient, but what about marriage? Some people say tying a knot is like chain yourself down. Yep, deep inside. Most of us have this instinct to build a family, have kids. So, what does marriage really give us? Does it make us happier than flying solo? As a single woman myself, I used to think marriage was a straight up freedom killer. Sure, even 90% of your time ends up going toward your kids, your partner, and organizing family life. But is that time lost or is it time well spent? Today, we are diving into the real pros and cons of marriage in modern life. By the end of this video, you might just figure out if marriage is something you want or if you are totally happy flying solo or maybe even find the relationship style that fits you. Curious? Let's get started. Alright, let's a little trip back in time to old school Japan. 100 to 200 years ago, most marriages were arranged, called omiai. Families were sometimes professional matchmakers would pair up brides and grooms based on social status, land, or family connections. It was basically a business deal with the side of green tea and kimono. The couple, they barely knew each other before the wedding. Love came later, if it came at all. Crazy to imagine, right? Marrying someone you hardly know, but in those days, marriage wasn't really about love. It was all about continuing family line and keeping both families stable and strong. Is that similar to how it was in your country too? Actually, a lot of my relatives used to work in media like TV and advertising companies, and back then, marriage was definitely more about family interests and connections. But things have really changed these days. Most people decided for themselves whether or not to get married. We are not just doing it for status or tradition anymore. We are looking for someone we actually want to spend the rest of our lives with. But I know a lot of you might be wondering, do we really need marriage in this era? Bold question, I know, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot for myself and for everyone watching. So let's get real. First up, here's the 5 honest cons of marriage from a single person's perspective. Number 1, you can't just make decisions on your own anymore. Want to take a last minute trip? You will probably need to talk it over with your partner first. Spontaneity, it gets a bit more complicated. Number 2, dating is off the table. No more cute coffee dates or flirty little moments. You've probably chosen the one you are allowed to date, unless it's a business lunch, and even then, you better behave. Number 3, your schedule isn't just yours. You can't just go catch a baseball game if it's your kid's school open day. Now it's all about your family calendar first. You check that, then you figure out when your plans can fit in. Priorities, right? Number 4, say goodbye to eating whatever you want, whenever you want. Craving spicy ramen or late night sushi run? Well, if your partner and your kids don't like it, guess who's compromising? Yep, you. Number 5, you've gotta be on your best behavior, for real. Once you have kids, you become their biggest role model. That means thinking twice about every little thing you do. No pressure, right? Well, if you are single, those 5 things probably sound like kind of a hassle, right? All that responsibility, it feels heavy, and a lot of us tend to imagine marriage as something that just makes life harder, like it's all sacrifice and stress, especially if you really value alone time. Being surrounded by people at work and at home can feel overwhelming, sometimes even a little scary. If you're single, you might still be thinking about all the benefits of solo life, and honestly, there are some pretty great ones. Number 1, you can travel whenever you want, no need to check anyone's schedule. Number 2, eat whenever you're hungry, no words for dinner debates. Number 3, craving pizza for breakfast, Uber is just a tap away. Number 4, sleeping as late as you want, no kids jumping on your bed at 6 a.m. Number 5, no one's asking you to change the light bulb, though to be fair, you also can't ask anyone else to do it. Your life is completely shaped by your own choices, and honestly, that's pretty amazing kind of freedom. And in today's world, more and more people are choosing to stay single, and yep, me too. For now, I naturally chose the single life. Like when I went to Hawaii alone, I didn't want anyone disturbing my peace. That was my time relaxing and recharging and spending quality time with my relatives, and I loved it. But last time I went to Hawaii, I went with a guy. Still, something shifted in me during that trip. It was actually my first trip with someone in a long time, and I wasn't even sure if it went well or not at first. But surprisingly, it felt kind of amazing. Sharing time meals, little moments, even in the same room. It reminded me that connection can be warm and beautiful even if it's not perfect. I started to realize if you never forget to respect each other and if you want to love that person, then marriage can be truly meaningful. I think the point is that you want to love them rather than just wanting to be loved by them. Because a partnership isn't just about having someone to rely on or about working harder to keep things going. It's about growing together. Facing life side by side with the person you chose, it's about figuring out how to survive in this world as a team. So maybe when the marriage fails, it's not just about effort. It might be that you chose someone who didn't share that same mindset, someone who wasn't ready to grow together with you, or you just hadn't quite prepared for the journey. So, simply put, marriage is choosing a partner to face the world with, and being single, that's choosing to face the world on your own. That's it. No right or wrong, just different paths, and it's all about what feels right for you. Real freedom comes with self-awareness and kindness, not just doing whatever you want without thinking about others. So what I really want to say is this: you can choose a relationship style that fits your life and take time to think about what kind of future you want and what does your ideal life look like. The word marriage can sound heavy sometimes, like a big serious contract, but when you think of it, choosing a life partner, someone who makes your life more fun, more enjoyable, that sounds amazing. It's not about doing what society expects, it's about creating a life that feels good in your heart. I totally get it. Maybe you don't trust anyone right now because someone hurt you in the past and those sad memories still linger. But here's the thing. I don't think you have to marry someone, but a real partnership, that's amazing. Trusting someone with your whole life, that sounds incredibly beautiful and a little bit crazy, but maybe that's what makes it so brave. So, what do you think? Do you want to get married someday, or do you feel happy and fulfilled on your own? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy if you hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!